Hello there, Gemini. Welcome to Diamond Dragon Lady. My name is Ariel, and this is your March 2024 tarot forecast. We're going to be looking at your oracle cards, a full tarot spread, and I am also an astrologer, so I will be bringing you some astrological info as well. If you want even more astrological information, there will be a link at the end of this video that has a separate video that is all about the astrology of March 2024. So let's go ahead and get into it, Gemini. Happy Dragon Year. We have officially entered the Lunar New Year of the Wood Dragon. So I've got some dragony cards that I'll be using in this reading. This is going to be an interesting time. Spirit, let's see what we have for Gemini. Month of March 2024. We're going to start with a main theme card for your energy. And we have hibernation. Gemini, this one does not surprise me at all, and I'm going to tell you why. We are in Pisces season, and Gemini is one of the most challenged signs by the energy of Pisces. And it's simply because Pisces is very ephemeral, it's very misty, it can be very confusing, it's not very clear cut, and Gemini is a air sign that's all about communication and the mind moving very quickly, and so it's just harder for Gemini to navigate through those deep kind of confusing waters of Pisces. So this could be a time, right now where you really just want to go within. You really want to do some self-reflection, some spiritual inner work. Take a little break, maybe take some more naps, right? It's a good time for it because this is just not as optimal a season for you. I will say that will start to shift up a bit when we move from the sun in Pisces to the sun in Aries on Tuesday the 19th. That is the beginning as well of the spring equinox. So you may also be feeling a little bit of just, that last vibe of winter, because we're still technically in winter, even though it feels like spring is definitely getting close and whispering around the corner. We still haven't completely shaken off the energy of winter yet. I will also point out that Venus will be moving into Pisces on the 11th. Mars will be moving into Pisces as well on the 22nd. And so, yes, that is a little challenging for Gemini. So I would say the hibernation card and theme is very important for you this month. Take time out whenever you need it. If the friction or the energy is just too challenging, don't be afraid to just take a break, take a nap, check back in, at another time when the energy is better for you. Let's get into a numerology card and see what special number is coming up for Gemini. And look at that, number 66. We have the healing card. So number 66, there it is, and I think that for you, this could be a deep heart healing because our sixes by themselves are usually, a number of love, romance, relationship connections. And so if you've had a romance or relationship not turn out so well, or if something disappointing happened within a relationship, I would say this is time to get some healing and understanding on that. And I'll also point out that, on the bottom of the deck was the number 41, which is self-discipline. So for some of you, that could even be, just really being very serious about your healing, or helping, just your mental health. You could be going to counseling or talking to a trusted friend or advisor to help you do that deeper inner healing work. Very nice time for it, Gemini. I will say, there's certain things that are good within these more challenging seasons for every sign. And for you, hibernation, healing, rest, recuperation, learning, greater self-love, and greater forgiveness for yourself. These are all really favored. Let's get into a gemstone or crystal. Let's see which one would be really good for Gemini to work with, please. And we have the iolite. Yes, and that is a very good stone for you. It is the third eye chakra, which is excellent for Gemini because that, deals with the mind and clearing the mind. And it also is connected to family ties. There may be things in your healing work that you do that kind of tie back to inner child or your family. Things that you got from, your very formative years could be healing as well. So the iolite could be a really nice stone for you to work with. Usually it comes in smaller pieces, so you can just, lay back, put the iolite right on your third eye chakra, right between your eyes, right between your eyebrows, and it's very helpful for working with that. On the bottom of the deck, we also had the amethyst, and this is intuition, another third eye chakra stone here, Gemini. So clearing the mind, clearing things like excessive worry or doubt, I think are very important for you this month. And those are two very helpful crystals that you can work with if you like to work with crystals. So next, almost jumping ahead of myself. Next is our spiritual guardian and guide of the month. So dear Spirit, let's see which one of our guardians or ancestors wants to help Gemini the most for March 2024. And we have Mary Magdalene. So the teacher awakens. Ooh. So Gemini, you have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. It's time for you not only to teach, but also to learn. You may be sharing things that you have learned. You may be taking in new information, but there's something very spiritually evolved about this. Like you're really taking on maybe a specific spiritual discipline. Again, to me, it's about spiritual and mental growth here. So I feel like, this just ties beautifully into the healing work that you may be doing this month. Let's get into your tarot now. Now we're ready for it. And I absolutely love this Dragon Tarot deck. It's one that I haven't gotten to use much yet on the channel. And it's just called Tarot of the Dragons by Sean Mackenzie. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a tarot deck with dragons. There's different ones out there, and me being a dragon, I've looked for them, but this one is my favorite so far. So Gemini, let's get a nice, big, accurate, clear picture of what's going on with you for March. Spirit, show us what Gemini needs to see for their highest and best, and we will clarify each card. So we're going to really deepen the messages for you. All right, see, right in the center, look at that Ten of Wands. Definitely some burdensome cycles coming to an end. Working through some big stuff this month, Gemini. Wow. Okay. All right. Kind of intense, but good. So yes, Ten of Wands right in the center of your Celtic cross is absolutely, you may be ready to put down a heavy burden. You may have been working very hard at something, something that's really been weighing you down, something that's been very challenging, but you are coming to a completion of some phase of that. That is absolutely, you're ready to graduate up to a new level of understanding and awareness here. Yep, Seven of Swords. I think that part of this is that it's time to know, it's a couple things, because the Seven of Swords to me is very much an energy, it's kind of that typical sneaky deal where it's sort of like a little dishonest, not always the most above board, not always the most forthright. So this could first be you choosing to be more honest, open, less deceptive, even of yourself, right? It's like, I think a lot of times we deceive our own selves when we're not completely open about who we truly are and what we really want. So this could be, no more lying, no more, deceiving yourself or others. This is also you maybe putting down associations with people who are not the most honest with you or with themselves. This could also just be you choosing a different way of thinking, right? A different way of approaching whatever your burdensome situations may be. No matter what, there's something changing. You're putting down a lot of heaviness and a lot of kind of those mental gymnastics that are just really exhausting. Instead of, trying so hard to figure everything out and try, feel like you have to understand everything. You're taking it a lot more simple, right? A much more simple approach instead of weighing yourself down, thinking you have to figure it all out. In the immediate past, we have the Hermit card, which, is Virgo energy. So again, very, very much about healing for the mind and the body. This could be developing better new routines. You could have started exercising, eating better, drinking more water. Again, going to counseling or therapy, getting help for yourself. These are all very strong. And I feel like, you might also be, more alone at this time, whether you're in a relationship or not. You are taking more time for yourself here, Gemini. This is about you following your truth, following your inner star, your inner light, and doing what's truly right for you, doing what's truly going to be healing and helpful for you in every way. And it might not have been the easiest thing, because that Virgo energy is a square to you, just like Pisces is, so it may not have been something that was easy to do, but it was the right thing to do. So this is why you're motivating yourself towards those goals. Yeah, and this definitely has to do with, a spiritual or emotional dialogue. To me, the Page of Cups is the initiation of some kind of spiritual or emotional conversation. Very, very important and very healing for you too. Yeah. And there is that element of like forgiving yourself or apologizing, given or received. You might be receiving an apology or giving an apology, vice versa, all that kind of energy. Going into the immediate future. As this month, works its magic, I really feel that you're coming full circle into something, because we have the universe here, which is the same as the world in this deck. And the world is Saturn energy. It is a victory. It's a success. It's the last card in the major arcana. So it definitely indicates that you are succeeding in something. Something is very, very strongly coming full circle. Some old challenge is ending. A new beginning is coming. And I just feel like you're going to feel a whole lot better by the end of this month. It's just the energy that I'm feeling. You're definitely going through a bit of a personal growth month, a personal challenge in a way to heal, to understand yourself better, to rest, restore, and reflect. But there's definitely something that you're going to feel so good about. You're going to feel better that you took the time for yourself. You're going to feel better that you're on this healing journey. And I don't think it necessarily means the healing journey is going to stop. I just think that you're getting over kind of the more difficult, getting over the hump of that healing journey this month. And it starts to click a little more and make a little more sense, as you continue. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful. I mean, it doesn't get any nicer. No, there's something very tangible that manifests as a result of the work that you're doing. It's very earthy because we have strong Capricorn energy with a Saturn energy. We also have, very strong Virgo, Taurus with the Ten of Pentacles. But to me, the Ten of Pentacles is even nicer than the Ten of Cups because it's more manifest. It's more tangible. It's like results you can really grow from and, kind of physically touch and hold. On the bottom, on the subconscious energy, we have the Empress. So within yourself, I really feel like you're very, very focused on recreating yourself anew, giving birth to a new life of your own, right? For some people, that could be actually like birthing a child or adopting a pet. But I feel like in your case, in this reading, it feels more like you're giving birth to your own heart, to your own new life, to feel like you're feeling so much more healed, or at least in that direction of healing. This could also just be a super creative time for you, Gemini, because the Empress is a creative force. She is a powerful creative force. So If you're looking to manifest something, this is a nice time to start contemplating that and reflecting on it. You may not actually, get it out into the world this month, but I feel like as you hibernate, as you reflect, as you think about, what it is that really matters to you, the creative energy will just start coming out very naturally. And we have the sun. So I feel like, wow, oh my goodness, you do, in spite of the challenges, in spite of what you may be going through, in your subconscious, you have a very positive attitude, very positive mindset, and you have the ability to create something amazing in your own life. The sun is the most positive card in the tarot. The Empress is incredibly beautiful and creative. So I feel like there's definitely this kind of like child energy, right? It's just playful and fun and innocent and hopeful. And it just feels so much better than, maybe the heaviness that you have gone through. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit, is the Eight of Swords. And so here we go, right? This is, I think, that mental challenge energy that Gemini gets into. Overthinking, maybe not saying the nicest things about yourself. I really feel like Spirit is saying, Gemini, it's time to change your inner dialogue. It's time to not get trapped in your own head or in the machinations of your own mind. That's why it's very important for you to turn, outside of yourself for help. Don't try to go it all alone. So very, very strong, because, the Eight of Swords is a mental trap of our own making. And it's actually a lot easier to break through it than we think. But when we're in it, it's hard for us to see that. So Spirit's just kind of tapping you on the shoulder with that. Just remember, Gemini, don't get stuck in your head. Always look outside of yourself. Gain a bigger perspective and get out of your head. Get out of your head. That's a big one, right? That's why you have all these third eye chakra stones. It's to help clear the mind, to help clear the worried thoughts that just go round and round. And the Eight of Swords. So yes, Eight of Wands, sorry. So Eight of Swords with the Eight of Wands, to me, it's reminding you that you can change your mind very quickly, just like that. Just in the blink of an eye, you can change your mindset here, Gemini. You have a very flexible mind, so you can use it, and it can move very quickly in a more positive and happier direction. Let's get some advice for you. All right, so let's see, we have the Shaman. That's going to be the same as the Hierophant, yes. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups, wow. And we have the Five of Pentacles, yep. Okay. All right, so on the Shaman, the Hierophant, the High Priest, this is your suggested approach here, Gemini. So again, this is about committing to yourself. This is about, really being and embracing who you are. This is about creating your own life, your own energy, and not letting others dictate what that is for you, but really feeling your own inner voice very, very strongly. Oh, and I think I might have got that card wrong. No, this is the Magician is the Shaman. I see that because it's the print's a little bit dim here. It's a number 1 though. So I would say same thing that the Hierophant brings, which is the commitment. And I would add on to this that this is a power card for you because it's a Mercury energy. And same message though. It's very much about you choosing what kind of life you want to create, putting your mind to it. It's Gemini, what you put your mind to is what you create. Like it really is for you. More than other signs. You and Virgo both are very similar that way. So, it's kind of that be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. So it's like whatever you tend to focus on the most is what you create more of. And it's also a reminder that you absolutely have all the skills, all the necessary resources to create this, change, to create this manifestation, which is really what the Magician, brings to the table. Yes, and we have the Chariot here, so absolutely moving forward. This is a card of personal growth. It's Cancer energy, so to me it is. Again, it's like Cancer energy is mothering, it's nurturing, kind of like the Empress, so I just feel like you're birthing some kind of brand new life for yourself, but it has to do with your own personal, emotional, spiritual growth. It really, really does. It's kind of amazing. But you're definitely moving forward. Going into the Seven of Cups, this is what you need to know. So you may feel a little overwhelmed, right? I actually love the fact that the dragon is taking a nap and kind of having a dream in this card, because I do feel like you need a lot of extra rest this month. I feel like with the Pisces influence, it's just not as optimal for direct action for you. And so contemplation is important. Research all your options, because you may feel overwhelmed by the different options that you have. And it's important to take each one kind of piece by piece. You will definitely need to make some decisions. So it's not saying that you want to procrastinate, but I am saying that it's fine to kind of reflect on your choices before you take action here. King of Pentacles. So yes, I mean, you might be really contemplating the best course of action to take, especially when it comes to manifestation, because King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. It's all about, how you make your money, how you spend your money, how you create more resources for yourself. Going into hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Cups. So, to me, the Ace of Cups is a huge blessing of the spirit, of the soul, of love, right? From the divine. And you may be kind of, on that feeling like, am I going to have that love? Am I going to have that fulfillment and contentment? I'm worried that I might not, right? There's that feeling there. So we always want to embrace the more hopeful side of the hopes and fears card. But I do feel like there is a lot of love. There is a lot of contentment and spiritual fulfillment on the other side of all this work that you're doing. And we have the Emperor coming in here. So again, Gemini, I feel like, we've got our Emperor, we've got our Empress. This is the divine couple. I feel like what this is really saying to me is that it's really up to you. It truly is up to you. We've got our Magician, we've got our Empress, we've got the Emperor, we've got the Hermit, we've got the Chariot, we've got all these cards that say it is up to you, because the Emperor takes leadership, takes control of their life, doesn't wait around for other people to make their decisions or do their work for them. They just step up, right? They take action. So it's like, if you want that love and contentment and you want those good outcomes, Gemini, you've got to play your part. The outcome card being a Five of Pentacles, to me, this is a card where there's a fear of scarcity, loss, or lack, or not having enough. So that may be something that you're continuing to work on as you continue into the end of the month. You might be kind of saying, "Yep, I've really crossed some big hurdles, and I've really learned a lot. I know I'm doing better than I was, right? But there's still some things that I need to address, and it may be simply changing, the choices that you make or the people that you choose to be around. Don't be around people and situations that keep you feeling like you're at the bare minimum." Because that's what the Five of Pentacles feels like. Yep, Six of Cups on top of that. So, to me, this can be a card of past recollections, past memories. It's definitely inner child. Absolutely childhood memories. And you may even be remembering things from your childhood where maybe you were made to feel like you weren't good enough, or maybe, somebody put you down, or something that's kind of stuck with you for a long time. And this could be something huge that you're healing as you get to the end of the month. This is a huge reading here, Gemini. I mean, this brings the kind of intensity I usually see with something like a Scorpio, right? I mean, but this is like huge hero's journey stuff. You are really, really leveling up. You're coming into your own. You're learning what works for you. For those of you that are in counseling or doing therapy or doing any kind of, self-healing work or shadow work, this is a extremely powerful month. I think you're going to improve. I think you're going to grow. I think there's just going to be a whole lot of breakthroughs for this month of March. Let's get an affirmation on this. And we have the Dragon Soul. Of course, we gotta have something deep. You have journeyed with us before. We dragons know your soul. It is beyond the shape you have taken this lifetime. We honor you now, traveler, for the lifetimes we have shared together. So yes, this is saying to me too that, this is a definite journey of your soul, of your spirit. There's something in this month that is absolutely meant to be. It's meant to come full circle. Maybe you've done some of this healing work before, and now it's just really sinking in. It's really settling into your being. So Gemini, have a blessed March ahead, and I will be talking to you soon. Take care.